What's up, guys? It's me, Lori, and today I've got a really exciting guest, Marni, who is an author and a dating coach who has a YouTube channel as well and a podcast, which you guys should check out. But I brought her here so that you can sort of get an idea of what it is like to be a dating coach and all of those sorts of interesting things. So, Marni, would you maybe mind starting out with just explaining what your daily life is like as a dating coach and what that entails?
Oh my God, you're going to find out that I'm so boring. My daily life is pretty amazing. I wake up, I have my coffee, my breakfast, and then I go to my computer and I answer emails from hundreds of men from all around the world who are asking questions about how to understand women. So I'm not exactly a dating coach. I don't really refer to myself that way, okay, although other people do. But I'm a wing girl. It's a phrase that I coined over a decade ago, which makes me really freaking old. But yeah, I'm a wing girl. So I help men understand women so that they can attract, date, seduce, get, and keep the women they want without being a douchebag.
Okay. You do most of this by email, you said?
Most of it's by email. I used to do, and by phone coaching, and I sell programs online, and I have a blog, and I have a podcast. So there's a lot of ways that I'm getting my information out there to individuals, whether they want to pay for it or they want it for free or they just, peruse the site. They're more than welcome to do so.
Right. I actually read your book and I thought it was really interesting. Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, and I'll tell you guys also, I mean, I found your channel because I think that all of the topics that you bring up are super interesting, and even though it's geared toward men, I think for women too, like I think a lot of women don't even really know what they want sometimes, so it's helpful to sort of hear it broken down. But I thought it was interesting that you say you started out as a very like shy person, and like you sort of turned that around. I'm still a very shy person. Really? I wouldn't even believe that watching your videos and stuff.
Oh, but people say that to me all the time. At the core, I'm still a very shy, uncomfortable person. I just have a huge tool belt of tools that helps build my confidence and helps me interact much better in social situations. And that took a lot of time. And a lot of my programs that are based in, improving your confidence and really taking ownership of who you are based in things that I myself have done for myself. Even though I'm speaking mainly to male clients, I can still understand what approach anxiety feels like, or what it feels like to think that somebody is better than you, or that you have to please somebody or impress somebody else. So I can totally understand that position and speak to it for anybody, male or female.
I see. So, and then how did you realize that was your passion though? Like,
I don't really know, to be honest, how I realized it. I think I'm still trying to figure out whether it's my passion or not. It's just something that I'm drawn to. I swear, I was watching, I don't know if you watch it on Netflix, but Bloodline. Do you watch that?
No, I don't watch it.
It's this show, I'm not going to give away the story, but it's this one brother in a family of 4 siblings, and he's kind of been disowned by this family, and he is the underdog, and he's super shady, right? Like, he's a bad person. They paint him as a bad person. But me sitting there and watching, all I'm thinking of is what happened to this guy. Like, I can see his pain and where all of those bad actions are coming from. And that my point is that I've always looked at people that way, that they're not bad people or they're doing horrible things because they have ill intentions. Mm-hmm. There's something else that's going on that needs to be fixed, because I can understand that. I used to do not shady things like wanting to kill my siblings or anything. I used to do a lot of things that stemmed from my insecurities. And so I can understand how other people could do that as well. And because I've always looked at other individuals that way, and I've always kind of cheered for the underdog, whether the underdog is a super hot girl or like a really rich man, whatever it is, those insecurities exist in everybody. Mm-hmm. That has always been my passion, about helping people really live up to the potential of who they want to be. And that's something that I continuously strive for within myself.
Okay. And do you think you needed any sort of special educational background to do that, or maybe entrepreneurial background?
No, I mean, I have a degree in psychology.
Okay.
But I will tell you that I think my life experience, my interactions, the way that I ask questions of other individuals has been a far better education for what I do now than my schooling was. But maybe I'm blind to it. Maybe my schooling did help out a lot more. But I would say that all of my social interactions and the thought process that I was going through and experiencing, that's what really helps me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and trust me, I could do very well with a whole bunch of business courses. I'm sure they could help me improve whatever I'm doing by a lot. I just really taken them. I've always found I like mentorship programs. I'm a part of several masterminds where I talk to other individuals and hear their experiences. That's always helped me learn a lot better than reading books or taking classes.
Oh, I guess that's true. I mean, you're learning from other people and their real experiences, and probably sharing your own. I guess what are these classes? Are they like meetings and you talk to other entrepreneurs, or?
Yeah, so a couple of the masterminds that I'm in are with people that are in similar niches to me. So internet marketing and then dating. So we all do the same thing. We all have the same experiences. We're all going after similar audiences, and we all happen to share our resources because we're all independently doing it. And we have a online resource where we can all just ask questions and ask for resources. It's wonderful. Most of the people I've never met before in person, but I have like close relationships with them where I've talked to them on Skype and emailed with them. And then typically once a year we meet in person, or whoever can come, and we just have like a 3-day mastermind where there's a specific topic, and we talk and share, and we show split tests and how we're optimizing what we're doing and how we're getting more like we really, it's interesting. It's like you would never have Pepsi and Coca-Cola going and having a meeting together to say, like, this is what we're doing. Maybe you guys should do something. Like, but in my world, that is exactly what we do. People will say, this is what I did. It made me this amount of money, and this is what you should do as well for what you're doing. And it's a collaborative, amazing space that I've been able to become a part of. And that's been really helpful. I'm also part of other masterminds where people are not in the same industry as me. And so I can hear other people who are in real estate or in fashion and just like hear certain challenges that they're going through, what they've done to overcome them. And then I can possibly apply what I'm learning from them to my business. So it's really interesting. That's how I learned the best. And I learned that a very long time ago. I used to try to learn the way that other people did, and I would force myself to read a lot of books, and I would just get mad at myself because I couldn't absorb the information the same way. And it would distract me. I would beat myself up about it, and I would start fixating on all these other things that I didn't really enjoy doing, and that I wasn't very good at, and that took away from my business and my coaching because it's down on myself. And as soon as I sort of said, yeah, I don't have to do it the same way as other people, then that's when my business, my coaching, my own social world really started to thrive.
I think even as a woman in your industry, you're sort of forging your own path, right? Because you're in this sort of community of like, what do they call it, pickup artists?
Yeah.
And a lot of that is male.
Yeah, all of it's pretty much male. Especially when I started, I was the only woman to be in that world that was running her own company. So yes, I was the only woman in the very beginning. Now there's a whole bunch of other women who are doing it. But yeah, it was very interesting. And I will say, it's still like a boys' club. There's, it's like most other industries. There's still the boys, but I hang out with the boys, and I'm fine with it being about the boys. I don't need to, go drinking with them till 4 a.m. to make a connection. We can make our connections in our own ways, and we can still support each other. I'm doing just as well as many other people in my industry. So I think that's the more important thing to other individuals, not your gender. Right. Whether or not you're doing well and you have something important and right to say. And I think that as a woman who's advising men, and I think giving pretty kick-ass information out, I think I earn the respect of a lot of men very quickly because I'm not giving typical female advice to men. I'm giving like hardcore, honest opinions and advice to men that's not based on a skewed female perspective.
Right. Well, actually, I do want to ask you a follow-up on that, but on the next video, which I'm going to post up about dating and where I'm asking you exclusively about your expertise in that regard. So thanks so much for being on the channel today. And guys, check back in a few days and you'll see more cool stuff from Marni.